17 members and associates of the Hells Angels are facing criminal charges in a violent attack.
Federal agents allege the outlaws sold drugs, traded firearms, and engaged in insurance fraud and even tampered with government witnesses.
We have learned there is cell phone video as well as surveillance video of evidence in this attack.
The U.S. Attorney characterized today's raids as historic, the largest federal bust on organized criminal gang activity.
Retaliation is common for crimes involving biker gangs. However, it could happen anywhere because of how interconnected gangs have become nationwide.
The 3-year investigation resulted in 42 federal indictments on a variety of charges, including racketeering, money laundering, drugs, gambling, insurance fraud, and extortion.
There's a bunch of bikers up here, and they're shooting guns and stuff. I need the police now.
Play on foot going towards 2nd Street. Okay, receive.
Then you see a pack of Hells Angels going by, people are going to want to look. Next thing you know, cars. Because they're just staring at us and not paying attention to stop traffic.
If you wanted to break the law on an everyday norm, you should have joined a street gang. That's what they're known for. That's what they do. You're not allowed to steal cars on my block. We steal those cars.
I mean, it was so bad by us in Vegas. I was in the pool swimming, and the guys came back. Hey, Pee-wee, the cops are here. They want to talk to you. I said, well, go talk to them. Find out what they want. And they came back. They go, they want to talk to you.
Typically, if you leave the club, if you haven't been in for 10 years, you're automatically out back.
Got put out in 2006. Back in 2007, wound up going into Cannon. 2011. Came out of there. I had 4.5 years to walk off with zero support from that club.
Welcome to this episode of Chatting with Stacks. I'm your host, Bill Stacks, and today we're going to talk about the Hells Angel that received 10 years in prison. We got a bunch of other stuff to talk about. Before we get started, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, so you could get my videos every time they drop. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mother's brother, sister's friend about Chatting with Stacks, the dopest motorcycle content on YouTube. I appreciate all you guys taking the time to watch this show. Lindsay, how are you? Rah-rah, what's good? Jimmy Mack, how are you? So I've been grinding, been working hard. I got a lot of things in the works right now. And things are looking pretty damn good. I appreciate all you guys' support. I've been getting a lot of support lately, and it means a lot. So we're going to talk about a bunch of different things, but the main one is the Hells Angel getting the 10 years in prison for weapons charges. That's a pretty crazy case, but we're going to talk about, we talked a little bit about it yesterday, this man that passed away. A young Marine. His name's Christopher. His name was Christopher Hardin Jr. He was a member of the Boozefighters. If you guys aren't aware of the Boozefighters, the guy from Terminator, the guy that played the, what would you call him? The liquid metal guy in Terminator. He's in the Boozefighters. Matter of fact, I reached out to him for an interview, and but I'm not paying for interviews. I don't pay for interviews, if you guys aren't aware of that. But anyway, he was a member of the Boozefighters. He's pretty young too. He's only 29 years old. So a Marine who died in Virginia traffic crash comes home to local appreciation. So he was buried. St. Clarksville, the blistering upper 90-degree weather Tuesday couldn't stop the Ohio Valley community from honoring 29-year-old U.S. Marine Corps Staff Sergeant Christopher D. Harding Jr. as his body was escorted back home from Chesterfield County, Virginia. Harding was an active duty Marine stationed in Virginia, where he was riding his motorcycle with his club, the Boozefighters MC, last week. He was hit head on by an alleged drunk driver and he was taken to the hospital where he was declared dead. It's a pretty sad situation. So Richmond, Virginia, 56-year-old Branford Jordan was traveling east in the westbound lanes of West 100 Road around 3:30 p.m. and struck Hardin head-on. Jordan was arrested and charged with DUI and DUI maiming, with additional charges pending, and he's being held Monday at the Chesterfield County Jail. Chesterfield County Police Department is still investigating the incident. The Warthogs MC Bel Air chapter road captain Aaron Davies said that everyone should honor our veterans every day, all day, for their sacrifices. I mean, this young man wasn't even on military duty, and he just went out on a day for a nice ride and got hit by a DUI driver head on. Things like this need to stop, Davies said. The motorcade itself is a great thing to bring the community together to honor the vets. Harding's family referred to him as CJ, and his father's fiance, Amanda Wallace, said she is so thankful for everyone coming out and showing their support for CJ. I really want to thank the Boozefighters MC for riding along with the military to bring CJ home. Jeremy Cartman and all the Warthogs MC Legion riders and every other rider today who met up. It's a sad situation that this happened. They say it was amazing to see the fire department, the Bel Air Fire Department, putting up their ladders with flags across Belmont Road and 214 Bridge and the Interstate 470 to honor CJ. The Cumberland Trail Fire District for putting up their ladder with a flag. It was surreal, she said. She added that Harding came home not the way anyone would have wanted or imagined, but he was honored the way he was deserved. And it's been an emotional day for all of his family and friends in the motorcycle clubs, the military, the fire department community. He was so loved and will be missed beyond measure, Wallace said. Assistant Director for the Legion Riders Post 366, Terry Davidson, echoes Davies' statement, adding that it's critical for all citizens to honor military members who keep this country safe. They're giving their all. We're writing a blank check to make sure that you stay safe, Davidson said. We're all about our veterans, taking care of them no matter how it is, whether they are, deployed or, home, he says, on leave or retired or whatever the case scenario. It's veterans first for us. We take care of them in our area the best we can and give them the most support. The Warthogs MC left Virginia around 9 a.m., accompanied Harding's body to Morgantown, West Virginia, arriving at 1 p.m., followed their arrival in Morgantown. They met Harding's brother, Cartman, and the American Legion Riders. From Morgantown, the motorcade traveled to St. Clarksville to make the final stop at Toothman's funeral home, where it was greeted by several residents showing their support for Harding. So if you're out there, especially if you're drinking and driving, don't do it. Just don't do it. Bella, how are you? Thank you for joining me today. Rob, what's going on? Mike Ball, we got Mike Ball in the building. Thank you for dropping by, Mike. EMBI, EMB1, what's going on? How are you? Got a lot of people in the house. Boozefighters is that club in the Hollister incident. Yes. Yep. Well, the picture I guess that guy that's wearing the cut, the Boozefighter's cut, I guess he wasn't even a member. You believe that? He wasn't even a member and he was wearing the cut. Hey, John, what's going on? The guy from Terminator 2, yeah, is a member of that club. Yeah, that's what I said at the beginning of this. So we're going to talk about a couple other things today. One thing is really crazy, right? We talked about the Liver King getting arrested for stalking Joe Rogan. So he gets an ankle monitor, goes to court, gets an ankle monitor on, has a curfew, and he goes on, makes a video. First thing he does is talk about Joe Rogan. Wouldn't he be banned from going on the internet and talking about Joe Rogan? Like, wouldn't that be like against the rules? I mean, I'm not an expert at that, but you would think like this dude just got arrested for threatening terroristic threats. So makes no sense. So this is the man that's wanted for killing his 3 children. He is still on the loose. And the police say he may be dead. Says fugitive dad wanted for the murders of his 3 daughters may be dead, cops say. Police are unsure whether Travis Decker, a Washington father and former Army infantryman accused of killing his 3 daughters and fleeing into the wilderness, remains alive as the manhunt for the fugitive continues into its 4th week. It's been 4 weeks. At this time, there is no certain evidence that Decker remains alive or in this area, Sarah said. Seemingly strong early leads give way to less convincing proofs over the last 2 weeks of searching. Some resources are being directed to find and recover Decker if he died in the rugged wilderness during the intense search. A possibility that increases every day, the department said. The marshals are investigating whether Decker has fled local jurisdiction. He probably did. He probably took off. Unless he is still in the woods. Decker's daughter, Peyton, 9, Evelyn, 8, and Olivia, 5, were reported missing by their mother on May 30th after they left their home for a visit with Decker. Police found Decker's abandoned truck near Rock Island Campground on June 2nd, discovered the girls nearby, 40 yards down an embankment, and they had their hands zip-tied. That's terrible. So hopefully they catch this guy. This guy is the type that, it's the worst of the worst. Really is something like I don't understand people. We're going to talk about this guy, too. So this guy is a notorious gang leader captured after more than a year after prison escape. Fugitive drug trafficker has been recaptured more than a year after he escaped from prison, Ecuadorian president announced Wednesday. Jose Macis, his alias is Fido, who led a gang called Los Charanos, Ecuador. He's wanted by authorities in Ecuador and the United States. He has been indicted in New York City on charges of importing thousands of pounds of cocaine into the United States. Was captured in Ecuadorian city of Manta, his hometown, officials said. An Interpol arrest warrant had been issued for him after his mysterious escape in early 2024. From Great All Prison region, where he was serving a 34-year sentence for drug trafficking. Ecuadorian authorities have yet to explain how he escaped. Here's some more pictures of him. They are not playing with this dude. They're like dragging him around. There's videos of it too. they ain't gonna let this guy get away twice. You know what I'm saying? Definitely not. So he was serving 34 years. They only learned of his escape when the military arrived to transfer him to another maximum security prison, but failed to find him in his cell. Wednesday's announcement of his arrest comes in the same week that Federino Gomez, or Fetty, the leader of another gang called Les Aguilas, I can't pronounce that, was confirmed to have escaped from an Ecuadorian prison too. It's insane. Last year, the Attorney General said the news release that Marcus led Los Chanos, its network of assassins and drug and weapons traffickers, since 2020. With the extensive criminal record, including charges of murder, organized crime, he has captivated a cult status among fellow gang members and the public in his home country. While behind bars in 2023, he released a video addressing the Ecuadorian people while flanked by armed men. He also threw parties in prison where he had access to everything from liquor to roosters for cockfighting matches. The 7-count indictment, unsealed in Brooklyn, charges him, an unidentified co-conspirator with international cocaine distribution, conspiracy, and weapons counts, including smuggling firearms to the United States. The gang employed people to buy firearms, components, and ammunition in the United States and smuggle them into Ecuador, according to the indictment. Cocaine would be then flown into the United States with the help of the Mexican cartel. Los Charros operated a vast network responsible for shipments and distribution of multi-ton quantities of cocaine in South America, Central America, and Mexico to the United States and elsewhere, the indictment says. Last year, the U.S. classified Los Charros as one of the most violent gangs and affirmed its connection to the powerful Mexican drug cartels who threaten Ecuador and surrounding regions. Authorities in Ecuador have classified the gang as terrorist organizations. Earlier this month, the Ecuadorian government announced a reward for the capture of Marcus would be increased to $1 million. Maybe that's how they found him. You know, somebody wanted that money. The Independent is the world's most free-thinking news brand, blah, 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 blah. So that's pretty crazy. Now, let's get to the topic at hand. This guy, he's a full patch Hells Angel out of Canada. We're going all the way to Canada with this one. Shout out to Bob from Biker News Canada. So this guy has a pretty extensive history. Hells Angel member gets 10 years in Ontario drugs and weapons crimes. This is in New Brunswick. A New Brunswick man is a full patch member of the Hells Angel, was sentenced to 10 years in prison after admitting to drugs and weapons charges in Ontario. Robin Moulton, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but he's 56 years old, from Minto, NB. Pleaded guilty to 5 of the 21 charges he faced last November, according to court records. Moulton was charged last spring after the Ontario Provincial Police conducted, I can't pronounce that either, a traffic stop and later seized 125 kilograms of crystal meth. Police said in a news release the drug had an estimated street value of $7.5 million. He pleaded guilty to drug trafficking, possession of a prohibited rifle, possession of a firearm, suppressor, having a firearm in possession while prohibited by a previous order, possession of ammunition while prohibited. It's crazy. So this crimes took place around March 27th of last year in the township of Head Clara and Maria, a rural west of Ottawa. Here is a picture of what they seized. That is insane. So it has a street value of $7.5 million. So Moulton was sentenced during his appearance on November 29th in Ontario court. Justice Pembroke, according to records, the judge sentenced Moulton to a total of 10 years on them charges, though Moulton was credited for a year for time already spent in custody. Well, you got 19 left. The Crown, Tim McCann, gave the judge an agreement statement of the facts outlining details of what Moulton admits, but the document was not available for a request. The document also did not read loud during sentencing. So I do have some information that this wasn't on account of the Hells Angels. This was personal use, we'll say, right? But he allegedly, this is what they say, that it had nothing to do with the club. This was his personal thing. But he was a part of the expansion of the Hells Angels. So says Mr. Burke has advised that no comment regarding the subject. Have a nice day, said the person who answered the phone at the law office before hanging up on May 23rd. Burke told the judge during sentencing hearing on the record that Moulton previously ran a business buying homes and flipping them. This is obviously an unfortunate situation that Mr. Moulton has found himself in, Burke said during sentencing. Moulton said nothing during the hearing beyond saying that he was guilty after the 5 charges were read. He was convicted of drug trafficking offense in New Brunswick in 2018. According to the parole board in Canada's decision, police believe Moulton returned to his province of New Brunswick in 2016 with the purpose of setting up a charter for the Hells Angels. The Hells Angels have a nomad charter in New Brunswick in 2016 as part of the eastern expansion of Canada's largest and most powerful outlaw motorcycle gang, it says here. Moulton previously told the parole board that he saw the Hells Angels as more of like a social club and noted that its membership wasn't illegal. So it's not illegal to become a member. But I swear they treat these people like they are already convicted if they get accused of a crime. He also told the board there's no evidence of any connection between his club and the crimes he committed in 2018. And I believe that there's no connection between him and the crimes that he just agreed to be sentenced to 10 years to. So you can't put that on the whole club because of one person. And let me make myself clear, because a lot of people maybe are confused. I am 100% not a motorcycle club member. I never claimed to be. I'm not a hang around. I'm not a prospect. I'm not anything. I am a journalist, and I get this information from you guys. What is the orange? That's probably the color of the thing that it's in. Hells Angels in Canada is always interesting. Something crazy happens all the time, it seems. Yes, 100% it does. Personal use. Listen, I believe it. It's personal use. It's personal use. I think the package is just orange. That's a lot. Like, and the weapon is what he really got charged with. I mean, he's doing 10 years for the weapon. But he's a convicted felon. So, right? Listen, if I got caught with a gun, I would go to prison for 10 years. But if I got caught with a gun and this stuff on top of it, oh, man. I'd be doing 20 to life probably. And I got to make another comment, right? I got to make another statement because people are like, I don't know, they get it misconstrued. They're like, how do you have a video or a picture of you with a gun being a convicted felon? Well, I'm in a movie. It's a prop. It's not a real gun. Like, I'm in a movie with prop guns. So, yeah, I got some pictures and some videos with some prop guns. They're not real guns. I would never be around real guns. I don't dabble in that type of life anymore. And people are like delusional. Like this person commented and said, oh, the FBI and the ATF are going to pay you a visit and all this. I'm like, that's crazy. I don't get it. These people are like delusional. It's really insane. Guards aren't allowed as if you got a felony. Hell no. No. If you have a criminal record, you can't have a gun. Can't have a weapon. It's a movie prop. What am I going to go to prison over a movie prop? No. I'm definitely not. But they're all salty that I got a picture with a movie prop. It's insane. I'm in a damn movie. What do you want me to do? Oh, sorry, I can't play a hitman because I'm a felon. Can't touch a fake gun. It's not even real. Like, it's a movie. I know it maybe look real, but it's not. Okay? Matter of fact, here, I'll show you some pictures so you guys can see what they think I'm going to get in trouble for. These people are out of their minds. Shout out to the W Number podcast. If you haven't checked out part 1 of our interview, go check it out. I'm going to drop a whole bunch of videos today. I'm going to put some on Patreon. I'm going to put some on the members, and you'll be able to watch the full interview. Tonight is part 2 of the W Number podcast. Maddie, shout out to Maddie. Go subscribe to the W Number podcast. So people were commenting about this. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. I got a movie prop in my hand. Oh God. Like, it was all over the news, too. I think that picture, this whole scene, the whole scene with me pulling the gun out was all in the news on News Channel 3, I think, in New Haven. So, like, I mean, crazy. It makes no sense. You know what the ATF and the FBI are going to do? Nothing. They're going to watch the movie and say, great job. It's crazy. People are delusional, really. Try becoming a member, just a couple of bucks. You're going to be disappointed. For the price of coffee, a bad deal. Not a bad deal. And I would never become a member. A member. Become a member of my show. But I would never become a member of a club. Never. After hearing all the stories that I've heard, never. What movie was it? That was Nadia's request. I'm also in the Undesirables with Ben Affleck. And we got a bunch of movies that are going to be personal use. How that supply lasts a lifetime or not. Maybe it's a rehab stash. When my father-in-law got busted, he was making 10 million euros a month. He wasn't even doing narcotics, tobacco. On a huge scale, just tobacco? Damn. Yeah, if you you meant the channel, not a club. 100%. I would never, ever. Yeah, check out that movie, The Undesirables. When you see there's a hostage scene in front of the Boston City Hall. I'm in that scene. I got pictures and all that from that one. And video. Pictures and video from the... I can't find it. They changed the name like 3 times. Ghost Eagle, what's going on? I'll send you the newspaper article. Stacks 10 million a month. That's good money in anybody's books. That's insane. So I did get an article yesterday. Listen to this. We're going to be doing a show about the Timu Bikers, the Outlaw Brotherhood, because it's pretty wild. And I'm going to have some great stuff for you guys coming up. And you guys are going to like it. You're going to laugh. And we're going to talk soon about video games and motorcycle clubs. How they put real motorcycle clubs in these video games. And they have flyers like recruiting members and all this stuff. And I'm going to show you some wild stuff that has to do with that. It's pretty crazy when you think about it. At first, when I was reading it, I was like, is this real? Like, what the hell is this? I've had people reach out to me and say, you want to become a member of this club? And it's been quite a few clubs. Big name ones. Of course, it's all bullshit. But it's just crazy that someone would go to them lengths to even say something like that to someone. They're like, oh, you want to buy some support gear? How long you been supporting this club? I said, I don't support any specific club. I support them all. I'm not a not supporter of any club. I'm not going to wear support gear for any of them. A question I do have for the people out there that are in clubs: can you wear support gear from different clubs, or would that be a problem? That's the question I have for you. Can a person wear support gear from any club they want, or would it be a problem if they wore a different club every day? It's just a question I have. There's a lot of support gear out there, really cool shirts and things too. Hats, shirts. Shout out to the Heathens Motorcycle family. They have a great selection of support gear. Blue and white, I believe their colors are. And shout out to my old man says no. We got a lot of great content for you guys. Make sure you join the membership so you can see exclusive content. Join Patreon. That's where you'll see the most exclusive content you cannot see on YouTube. I made a new level on Patreon. It's only $1. So if you have $1, join Patreon. You will not be disappointed. I promise you. It's some content I cannot play on YouTube. You will not be disappointed. The link is right there, and there's a link in the description of this video. Yeah, but the Timu bikers, they throw diamonds on their cuts, and them dudes are out of control. But you're going to like what I got coming up. And shout out to the subscriber that sent me that. I really appreciate it. And if you have any information for me, feel free to email me. If you want to do me a story, if you want me to do a story on something or anything like that, just hit me up on the email, BillStacks2021. Or if you want to tell your story on this show, shout out to the Chingalings. I just interviewed someone that was a former Chingaling, and he has a wild story. And that one's going to be coming up right after Maddie's interview is done. So buckle your seatbelts. It's about to get crazy. And then I got an interview with this guy, Reckless. Shout out to Reckless. It gets crazy. A lot of great stuff. Let's check out a couple of shorts from Maddie's interview.
This is when I started getting involved in hard drugs. One day I was at one of my friend's house, and my boy had washed a quarter in his jeans, and it was wet. I'm like, I'll take it I'll give you $100 for it right now. I bought it off him, but I had him cook it up I had like this kid, I won't say her name, but I had her up there and she was getting ready to like clockwork, dude. And I didn't realize just how much of that was moving at that time. And my whole town was just on that. And he was always a maniac. And he was just telling me on the paddy wagon on the way there that, basically if I needed a hand, if I needed anybody to have my back, he had my back. So he had my back right from the rip. You know what I mean? Before I even walked through the door, I had an ally. Like it really wasn't dangerous as far as the kids, but if you got into a fight with a kid, the staff will brutalize you. You were afraid of the staff, not the kids. Like it didn't matter. You could get into a fight with any of these kids. It's not going to do much damage. We're kids, but those staff members jump in, they'll choke you out.
Go check out part 1. Part 2's dropping tonight, 10 p.m. And check out the membership. All the interviews will be there. Shout out to the W Number podcast. Go subscribe to him. I appreciate you guys. He says if you're a patched member, you cannot wear support gear from another club. No, if you're just a civilian, can you wear support gear from any club any day you want? Like one day you could wear the Outlaws, the next day the Mongols, the next day Hell's Angels? Or would it really matter? Usually, people just wear support gear of the club that's in their area, right? I'm not a biker, so not 100%, but I imagine one club. If you support more than one, I don't think it will go well. He says if you're a support club, you can wear support gear from the mother club. Yeah, but if you're a civilian, you could wear support gear. You don't have to be in a support club. You can be a civilian. You can buy it right now off the internet. Anyone can wear support gear. I don't even think you need to be a hang-around to wear support gear. I think I got a shirt back in the day somewhere around here. All the clubs have their support gear online. And I know there's a lot of fake ones out there and people that just sell patches online and all that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about if you go to the official sites and buy support gear from each club, would you be able to wear it? Or would people get mad about that? Would they get mad if they saw you with a Hell's Angels support gear one day and Outlaw support gear the next day? I don't recommend it to people out there. Some people wear Sons of Anarchy cuts. I mean, or like that guy in that video that was wearing the alleged fake Hell's Angel patch, and the Mongol came up and ripped off the patch, ripped it off him. He's like, give me that. Oh, yeah, I got a video to show you guys. I almost forgot. This is an insane video. These are two motorcycles riding in formation. Check this out. So that was a street bike. A street bike just comes along and zips right through their little formation. Insane. That's crazy. Nick says, my state has no outlaws, so definitely wouldn't wear outlaw sport gear here. What state are you in? I personally wouldn't wear sport gear from a club if you are not in your area. Yeah, I wouldn't wear support gear from any club. I have wore support gear in the past, but I wouldn't do it now. It's just my personal preference. But shout out to all the clubs out there. I support all of them. Area club support gear is fine, I think, Jimmy says. Shout out to all the clubs out there. I don't support one more than the other. I report on them all. I have friends that some are still in clubs, some aren't. But shout out to all the motorcycle riders out there. Be aware of your surroundings. And if you're in a car, be aware of your surroundings. Watch out for motorcycles. A lot of people are getting hit. A lot of people are dying. This guy the other day, I read the article, yesterday, about the guy hitting a deer and then getting thrown into oncoming traffic. That's terrible. It's crazy, crazy world we live in. Oh, yeah, Minnesota. Yeah, they're in the next state over. Hey, Spider Club Life, what's going on? How are you? I appreciate all you guys checking out the show. Just had a bad wreck on a bridge by a car, not paying attention. Shit. If you're on a bike, it could be the end of your life, like that. Some people don't survive. Wait till you hear this dude Flair 1%'s story. It is insane. I don't want to spoil the interview, but it's really good. It's a 7-part interview. It's pretty damn good. I appreciate you guys supporting the show. We just hit another milestone. Let me see. $15,700 subscribers. We're on our way up, and it keeps growing every day. And I appreciate every single person that takes the time to watch this show. And we are just getting started. I got some really good interviews and content for you guys. Some of it I cannot do on YouTube, but I will be putting it on Patreon. You guys will see all the exclusive stuff on Patreon. Go check it out and subscribe or join the membership. I'm going to be uploading videos right now. So if you like this show, hit the like button, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. And if you don't like this show, too fucking bad. Start your own podcast. I appreciate all you guys. And remember, don't be a bitch.
And all new at 5, a major organized crime bust. 23 people under arrest now, accused of stealing guns and cash.
Today, police revealed 4 organized crime groups are wreaking havoc.
From aggravated robbery to kidnapping, burglary, and more. Let's take a look at this. New pictures from court documents in this case. These are a few of the people who have been charged, and investigators say the money, tens of thousands of dollars, is all stolen.